Hi there, welcome back to Move Mountains Pilates and your 21-day Pilates challenge. Today is all about your back. We're gonna mobilize your back in a few different directions, and most importantly, we're gonna strengthen your back a whole lot today using the flex band. Ideally a nice long one, but whatever you've got, you can probably make it work. So grab whatever you have and we'll get started seated. Okay, sitting comfortably, grab hold onto your band, and all you're gonna do is take it up and behind you, expanding your chest. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. You don't know how bad you need something like this until you do it. Release and repeat. Lift and open. Exhale, release. Use that inhale to facilitate a little bit of back extension. And choose your tension wisely. If you're not feeling the stretch enough, just grip up a little bit tighter. We'll go for another 3. 2. 1. Last one here. Enjoy an extra big breath. And then we're gonna take the band underneath the armpits across your back, pretty high up on your back. Then your legs go out wider than your hips. The knees can be a little bit bent if you're tight, or straight legs if that feels good. We're just gonna reach the band forwards as we fold forwards. And then open arms wide to the side to lift your chest. Exhale, fold forwards, find a nice stretch into your back. Inhale to pause down there. Exhale as you lift. Inhale to pause up at the top. As you reach forwards, make sure you keep your sitting bones rooted down heavy. It's not about how far forwards you're reaching, it's about rounding through your back. So keep your weight heavy on your bum. Watch that you don't try to reach forwards too far. It's a fold forwards, it's not a hinge forwards. And we'll just try 2 more. Stretch your back, almost press your rib cage back into the band as you reach forwards with your arms. 1 more time. Awesome. Then let's just sit with your knees bent in the middle of your band around your feet. I'll turn to the side so you guys have a better view. Once you have the middle of your band around your feet, let's also crisscross the band. And we'll grip towards the feet. So you have a little bit of tension right from the get-go. Then let's just start with the arms staying straight, tuck the tail, roll back halfway, find your C curve, and then sit up tall. Just a few of these today, just getting your abs warmed up a little bit, telling your abs like, hey, we gotta work, but today is about your back. So just a little warm up, just so that your core is ready to support you. Let's do 2 more. Find that deep core connection as you round through your low back as much as possible. Then we'll stay seated up tall, still holding the band in about the same spot. Let's do some high wide rows. Exhale, row, inhale, release. Sticking the elbows wide to the sides. Palms stay facing the floor. And you're aiming to bend your elbows to 90 degrees. So watch that you don't get chicken wing arms as you do this with hands close to your armpits, but instead open your hands a little out to the sides so hands are more in front of where your elbows are. And your wrists are staying nice and straight during that as well. And to give you more to think about, your elbows are slightly lower than your shoulders. Your wrists are slightly lower than the elbows. It's just the slightest bit of a downwards angle following the line of your band. And that should just feel nicer on your joints. When you bend and try to pull too far, it's not gonna feel so nice. Instead, you wanna think width. Spread the elbows wide to the sides instead of squeezing them back as far as you can. As soon as I did that, it got into my neck. See, form's important. saying lift it up nice and tall. That's why we started to get the core warmed up after all, so that we could stay supported in the postures we're working in. And of course, you get to choose your band tension as per usual, so feel free to grip up tighter, feel free to grip down a little looser. Do what you need. We'll try 3 more like this. Feeling the shoulder blades glide together with each row. Shake that out, and then we're gonna add on. So maybe a little less tension. You row first. Can you then extend your arms open? Bend and release it forwards. Woo, maybe a lot less tension. Row, expand, and return. Now, of course, that depends on the band that you have. So if your band's already quite tight, or if your shoulders are sore, or your neck's tight, maybe you just do the row instead. That's why I layer on these progressions, so you can choose what to take and what to leave behind. Let's just go for another 3. 2. One more time. Woo. Shoulders and back are awake. Now, I'm gonna switch my grip on my band, so just flipping so that now the loose part sticks out of my thumb, tight part out of the pinky. Then, bicep, arms reach up, and then release, and find your tension. So it's like you're taking a top hat off your head, and then you put it right back on. Strong in the shoulders too here, I know, but also warming up through your back extensors. Let's try 5. 4. Core is tight, supporting you here, keeping you tall, preventing ribs from flaring or from your back from rounding. Last couple. Trying to make that smooth and simultaneous on your arms. One more bonus one maybe. Woo! All right, awesome work there. Now, let's get a little bit deeper into your abs, specifically obliques. We'll again grip down to hold closer to the ankles, and then single arm row with a twist. Take your elbow, twist towards it. Switching side to side. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. Feel some work around your waist, as well as into your mid-upper back to create the row. And also just mobilizing your spine through rotation. That's the point of this. Yeah, it's awesome to work your obliques and everything, but today's focus is back mobility, and that's why we're doing it, to make sure that you've got good range in all directions. And then if you want more abs, we can add in a roll back. So as you roll back, look at your elbow, sit tall in between, change sides. Deeper into obliques, because why not? Just for 5. Rolling right through the center of your pelvis, twisting from the middle of your waist. One more per side. Awesome. And then you'll remove the band and then flip over so you're lying on your back. Not on your back, on your belly. You know what I mean. Okay, now starting down here, let's take the band and hold it just draped over where your bum meets your legs, right over top. Hold on to the band close to your hips, palms face down. It's your breaststroke prep number 2. It's that exercise we've done quite a few times throughout this challenge. Your head hovers. We start by retracting shoulders. Then hover away from the floor and give the band a little bit of a pull. Release back down, round through the shoulders. Inhale, set the shoulders. Exhale, lengthen up. Inhale, stay. Exhale, lower. Inhale, set. Exhale, lift. Shoulder blades stay drawn together. Working on your posture here, strengthening through that mid-upper back as you train your shoulders to open up nice and wide. Remember, your glutes are on here too. That tail's tucked down. Glutes stay squeezing the whole time to support your back. Not worrying about how high you go, but instead, how well supported can you stay? Can you keep those glutes squeezing? Just going to the height that feels good for you. Let's go for another 3 of these. Two. One more time. And then set the band over your head. You need space for your arms to be straight here and space for your legs to move. Find your perfect spot. Now, hands hold the band about shoulder width with a tiny bit of tension. Your head hovers at a comfortable distance. And again, that tailbone's rooted down, lengthening out of the low back. From here, just hover opposite arm and leg. Exhale, hover. Inhale, lower, and you're alternating sides. Now, in this back focus workout today, do we need to add in the glutes? Not necessarily, but your glutes help to support your back and vice versa. If you've got weak glutes, you're not going to have a strong back either. So might as well work those too. Plus, it's just more of a stability challenge. How high can you pull on that band without your shoulders going unlevel, twisting side to side? Can you keep your shoulders level and keep those hip bones level, rooted down equally between both hip bones? It's okay if you're not pulling on that band a lot. It's okay if your arm's not lifting a lot. Just do the best you can. That's the point of us doing this, is to get stronger. You're not supposed to have it feel easy. If it's easy, why would you do it? I mean, there's benefits to doing it, even if it's more gentle, but you know what I mean. This is how we're going to improve, is by doing the things that feel hard. Let's just go 4 more. Relax. Then same start position. Reset. And then we're gonna pull on the band, bring it to your chest, and lift up simultaneously. So, squeeze those glutes. Do a row, bring the band to your chest and lift up a little bit. Elbows pull to your waist. Reach the band forwards and down. Lift up, pull the band apart a little as you drag your elbows to your ribs. And whenever you feel like the breath is benefiting you the most, add that in. For me, I feel like I like that exhale as I pull to kind of brace myself. And it doesn't have to be a big lift either. Just to the point that feels good. We're gonna aim for 4 more. Totally fine if you have creaks and cracks in your shoulders. I definitely do in one of mine. Last one. Woo. Let's take a quick little shell stretch. Big breath into your back. And then we're lying down on our bellies again. This time for swan. Elbows are bent by your sides. Elbows close to your waist, but not popping off the mat. Then we start to lift up, keep the elbows down, then let them peel off. And then control it back down again. Slide the shoulder blades in and together. Lift up just the upper back first, then the rest of it. and just as high as feels good. And if we're working on your back mobility, this is exactly why we need to have strong glutes too. Because an exercise like this, if your glutes are weak, you're not going to be able to get up very high. Your glutes are really working here to support you and allow you to get up higher, because this is not only about back extension, it's also about hip extension. So that's why we're working glutes a little bit here today too. Let's go for 3. 2. Make sure shoulders stay away from your ears, even at the top. 1 more time. And then take a shell stretch. Maybe rocking side to side. Whatever you need to do to release through the back. And then we just have a little bit more work. We're gonna go into some downward dogs. Let's start from hands and knees. And we'll do a little flow from hands and knees to down dogs. So toes have to be tucked, shoulders over wrist, hips over knees, and fingers are spread wide. Remember, that gives you extra wrist support. Take an inhale and then exhale. Stick your bum to the sky as you sink those heels down. Inhale, tap the knees. Exhale, lift up. Just shifting back and forth. Building lots of strength and mobility through your shoulders. Lots of strength through that upper back. Pushing yourself away from those hands each time you go to lift. Bringing your chest towards your thighs. Let's try another 3. 2. Stay upside down here. Now, you're welcome to bring hands and feet a little closer together if needed. Find a spot where you feel well supported up there. And then keep pushing away from your hands. Lift your bum up higher. Shoulder shrugs. Very, very small. You're just bringing your shoulders to your ears and away from your ears. You go up and down as a result of that, but it's a very small motion coming from the shoulders. Make sure your arms stay straight. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then take a second. Shell stretch, shake out the wrists, do whatever you need. And then we have one final exercise. This time, still upside down in that down dog. It's upside down push-ups. We're gonna bring hands out a little bit wider for these ones. So let's get there. Hands about mat width, maybe even wider. Stick your bum up high. Find a position where you're nice and upside down. Your bum's really, really high. Then push away from those hands. Find that length. Bend the elbows out to the sides and bring the top of your head towards the mat. Inhale down, exhale, press up. Working through the top of your shoulders a little bit, as well as that upper back. You've got this. Keep that bum high the whole time. You want to make sure you don't shift forwards into a plank. You got to stay as upside down as possible so that you're working your back and not so much your chest. Can you go for 5 more? I think you can. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just settle into a shell. Let your body just relax there. You could keep your arms reaching forwards, or you could try arms long at your sides, letting the shoulders round down towards the mat. Let's take one more big breath. And then reach your arms forwards if you're not already. Take your hands over to one side, hips to the opposite. You're stretching the side of your back. One more big breath. And then change sides. And then that's it. Great job on completing another work week of your challenge. You only have 2 more days, literally 2 days, and then you will be completely done this challenge. You are on a roll. Keep it up, my friend. I will see you back here on your mat tomorrow for a glute and ab workout. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you then. Bye.